New Baldur's Gate build just dropped, and yes, it's a meme build. I don't really do videos like this on my channel. I usually talk about stand-up or stand-up adjacent things. But since I've been live streaming, I've been playing a ton of Baldur's Gate. And tonight at 8:30 p.m., I'm actually going to be streaming the end of my Baldur's Gate campaign. I think I started streaming this game about halfway through Act 2, and wow, it's just grown up so fast. But while I was streaming this campaign and another campaign with a friend of mine, I think I accidentally created a brand new Baldur's Gate build. A build that I like to call the karaoke build. And I'm going to tell you how it works. Now, why do I call it the karaoke build? Well, we're going to take elements of the drunk build. We're going to take elements of the bard. We're going to use our shrieking sword. And what do you do when you're out with your friends, drunk and singing? You're likely doing karaoke. Now, this build isn't perfect, and I'm no expert on Baldur's Gate, so if while you're watching this video you think of ways you can improve upon this build, then please leave it in the comments down below, and give this video a like while you're down there. I don't know. If you want, I guess. Now, the two classes that we're going to be picking from are Bard and Monk. And I know what you're thinking. Hey, those are two drastically different classes. One of my favorite things when I'm playing the karaoke build is when I get Monk and Bard options as dialogue options, and they are diametrically opposed. Okay, so Monk option, your words thrum with violence. Peace, let us talk. Very diplomatic. Bard option, well, allow me to hop to it. I want to talk. Because he called me a rabbit. I'm going to do it the Bard option. But we're going to start off with Bard. Why? Because, well, one of the reasons why I love playing a Bard is because the Bard is just way too OP when it comes to dialogue. The persuasion that you have.
I will kill you now.
I can roll a 3 and pass this. Oh my god! It was the performance that you have. That's funny. I'm doing a performance check. No, I got a 2. Fuck. It's really, really good in dialogue for a main character to be a bard. Now, bards are great for dialogue, but they don't really have a ton of other benefits. In fact, everybody complains in Baldur's Gate about the pink spells. Well, bards went to the school of pink spells and majored in pink spells. You've merely adapted the pink spells. I was born in it. I was there when the pink spells were written. Now, as we're ranking up, you're going to want to kind of do one bard, one monk kind of every time, because every time you rank up as a monk, you do get maybe a bonus attack. As a bard, you get a new spell. That's another reason why I do love this build, is because I always feel like monks and other fighters are all just punchy, 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 and bards are pretty much all spells and can't do anything else. And those spells are the pink spells. So I feel like the karaoke build is a good way for you to be a fun magic user and a fun fighter type all in one character, if you want to get a little bit of both. So our two subclasses within our multi-classes, for Monk, you're going to want to go Way of the Drunken Master, and for Bard, you're going to want to do College of Swords. This is going to be crucial to the karaoke build that we're doing Drunken Master. For Monks, generally, you are pretty proficient in getting extra actions and extra bonus actions, which is huge, and is also going to be important later when we finish the karaoke build. But also, College of Swords for the Bard is also very good at giving you extra bonus actions as well. One weapon that is crucial for the karaoke build that you're going to want to find in Act 1 is the Fleur Alluve. The Shrieking Sword. Now, the reason you're going to want to find the Shrieking Sword is for both of your classes, essentially. So, for one, it's called the Shrieking Sword or the Singing Sword, depending on how you use it. It's very bard-coded. It's a sword that sings. You kidding me? You gotta find the sword. But two, when you use the Shrieking ability, it actually does a area of effect that does extra thunder damage for every attack that you do. So, say hypothetically you have like a magic missile that does multiple missiles, or maybe you're a bard monk multi-class that uses the Drunken Fist move, and that does like 3 punches on one turn out of your multiple actions that you have. So you could do multiple bard moves, multiple monk punches, okay, all while you have your Shrieking Sword on. You know how much damage that adds up when you stack it up like that? And that's just one aspect of the karaoke build. Other items that you're going to want to find to fill out your karaoke build are all of the drunk enhancement items for your drunk build, which includes the Drunken Cloth. While drunk, you have advantage on Constitution saving throws. You gain temporary hit points equal to your Constitution modifier at the start of your turn. You also need to find the Amulet of the Drunkard, Booze Remedy. While wearing this amulet, you regain 2 to 8 hit points per turn while drunk. Additionally, increase the duration of your inebriation for 5 rounds. Now, traditional drunk builds do have one more item but we're actually not going to use that third item, which is the Punch Drunk Bastard. The only reason why we're not using the Punch Drunk Bastard is because it is a two-handed weapon, and instead of using that as a two-handed weapon, we're going to use the Fleur à Louve here. It also doesn't really do a ton of damage, and is kind of only helpful while you're drunk, because what it does do is it does give a reverberating blast of thunder damage on top of the damage that you do as an attack. However, that's not as effective as the Shrieking Sword's Thunder AoE ability, because if you do multiple attacks within that AoE, it's multiplicative how much thunder damage you can do, and other characters too. If someone is in your vicinity and somebody else decides to Ray of Fire, that's 333 extra bits of thunder damage. The one bonus the Punch Drunk Bastard did have on top of the reverberating thunder damage was that it did give you advantage on attack rolls while you were inebriated. However, with the College of Swords Bard class and the Way of the Drunken Master Monk class, you have so many actions and so many bonus actions, you're gonna hit. You're gonna hit at some point. However, if you really, really, really want to top off your karaoke build with the Piece of Resistance, we're also going to be including a little bit of the lightning build. Now, what you're going to want to do is also in Act 1, you're going to want to get the Sparks Wall Shield and the Water Spark Boots. Now, you can also, instead of using the Water Spark Boots, you can also use the Speedy Light Feet, or you can use the gauntlets that give you electric damage when you punch. That's also huge, huge, huge for a monk. As long as you find anything that gives you lightning charges, and you then use those lightning charges to turn on your Sparks Wall Shield. I like to use the Water Spark Boots, because in order for the Water Spark Boots to actually work, you essentially have to throw a bottle of water on the ground, or have Shadowheart or Gale use the spell Make Water. And what that does is it basically electrifies the entire surface area around you that is covered in water while giving you lightning charges. And if you pair that with the ring that grants you immunity to being electrocuted, then you have an AoE spell that took one action while it's giving you lightning charges. I also think it's funny that in order to get the lightning charges, you have to literally spill a drink. That's very karaoke coded. So once you have your karaoke build put together, once you have your Fleur à Louve, once you have your Sparks Wall Shield, once you find some items that grant you advantage in healing abilities when you're drunk, once you find enchanted items that give you lightning charges, you're going to put all these things together. You're going to turn on your Fleur à Louve's Shrieking ability. It's got 5 turns. You're going to use your Unarmed Strikes, your Standing in Electrified Water, whatever you have that gives you lightning charges, get your lightning charges. Then we're going to turn on our Sparks Wall Shield. And once you turn on the Shrieking Sword's Shrieking ability and the Sparks Wall Shield's Electric Aura, you now have Bisexual Aura. Now, some of the ways that I've specifically kitted out this character, one of the drawbacks is low strength. And another drawback to using all of these specifically enchanted items is you do have very, very low armor class. So I have tried to fix that. I have one of the best capes in the game right here, the Cloak of Protection, increases my armor class. I have the Evasive Shoes, increased acrobatics, armor class. Also, increased acrobatics, very theater kid coded. You kidding me? At karaoke night and you're just busting it down, increased acrobatics. I also have a dual wielder. I get a bonus to my armor class if I'm dual wielding weapons. So in my other hand, I do have the only katana in the game. That's just fun for me. That my sidearm's a goddamn katana, you know? If you're going to karaoke night, there's a slim chance you're into anime. I don't know. This is me stretching the headcanon. The Drunken Cloth, I believe, can be found in Act 3. Once you find the Nine Fingers Guild Hall, you have to buy it from the guy at the bar. The Amulet of the Drunkard, I believe, is also found in Act 3. I believe you get that from the bartender at the Shressa's Caress. The Fleur à Louve, the Shrieking Sword, can be found in the Underdark. A good way for me to describe where you can find it is, you know when you push that giant spider down that hole, if you decide to push that giant spider down that hole, it's where the giant spider ends up in the Underdark later. So if you jump down that hole, whether you kill that spider or not, and you like look to your left, it's like right over there. I guess if you wanted to add to your karaoke build the Hat of Imminent Giggles, you know, you could do one of these. Oh my god, why does that fit so good? I didn't even dye this hat. God, that fits. God, that fits so good. What a fucking fit. Unbelievable. Let me do the whole final battle with the Hat of Imminent Giggles on. Has no abilities. It's just giggly. The Water Sparkers, which I prefer, are in the Gilded Chest at the Goblin Camp behind where you find Minthara. The Sparks Wall Ring, that grants you immunity to being electrocuted, can be found, I believe, at the bottom of the Arcane Tower, like in the basement. The Sparks Wall Shield can be found in the Grimforge. Like I said, if you have any enhancements to the karaoke build to either make it more powerful or more karaoke coded, then please let me know. So just to recap, we start with Bard, we get our Bard stats, we then multi-class with Monk. After a while, we then subclass with College of Swords, and then Way of the Drunken Master. Some spells as a Bard that we can keep that are in line with the theme. Vicious Mockery. You're at the bar. Hey, shut up, dumb fuck. Hey. You're a piece of shit. Fuck you, man. Tasha's Hideous Laughter. Unfortunately, in order to get Otto's Irresistible Dance, you do have to be like a level 12 bard. So if you can find some scrolls of that to keep in your back pocket, there you go. And yeah, that is the karaoke build. So if you guys want to see the karaoke build in action tonight, live on stream, fighting the Elder Brain, then check out the stream tonight as I fight the Elder Brain with the power of song and dance. If you like this video and want to see more of it, then please let me know in the comments down below. I don't really do videos like this, so if this was a nice change of pace from the stand-up stuff, then yeah, let me know. I should have another stand-up video coming out tomorrow where I review Adam Conover's new special. It was on Dropout, but now it's been available for free on YouTube. So we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about Dropout. And then I think I'm going to chill for like a week, you know? I think I put out 4 videos in a row a day for a couple of days, so I'm going to chill out. I had fun, though. You should still be able to catch me on stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8:30 or 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's on YouTube and on Twitch. And as always, like and subscribe. I appreciate you.